gorgeous sunny day. I'm currently in Melbury Abbas, just south of Shaftesbury. I'm going to do a nice walk today, firstly up Melbury Hill, then over to Compton Abbas, Ashmore, and then back round to Melbury Abbas. It's roughly going to be about 11 to 12 miles, I think. Incorporates a few steep hills, some open downland, and also a few woods, so we'll hopefully see some autumnal colours. Anyway, speak to you later. Facing straight into the sun, but there's our first climb of the day. Well, that was a steep one. Some pretty spectacular views already. Looking over to Shaftesbury. And now we're apologies because we're facing straight into the sun, but over the stile, and now on to National Trust Melbury Hill. I'll tell you what, that was some climb. None of this softy, zigzaggy pass. It was straight up. You can't even see the hill now, but you've got a fantastic view from up here. So this is looking over Shaftesbury, and I'll pan round now to my left. So in the distance we've got Gillingham, and then looking over probably in the far distance towards Sherborne, and then down looking south there's the trig point top of the hill. That's looking over towards Compton Abbas Airfield. Can't quite see it, Win Hill in the distance. Probably about over there. I don't know if this camera will pick it up. And then back round, looking over towards Salisbury. And back round Shaftesbury. Goes up must come down. It's probably where it shut up. It's quite steep. Going downhill again. I'm wandering off into the distance over there. just dropping down into Compton Abbas village. Don't know how much of the village we'll get to see. But not been the most pleasant experience walking through this field of long wet grass. But finally we're coming out of it now. That last kissing gate was a bit of a red herring. Sent me on the wrong direction completely, but luckily I've realised my mistake and turned around. Now back on track. About to climb Fontmell Down. Belongs to the National Trust. Up that hill. Apologies for being a bit out of breath. As we climb this hill, there's more of these little mounds which are ant hills, like you get on Wiley Down. Don't know how well they'll show up on camera. Quite impressive, really. Up over there, that hill, it's where we came up earlier. Melbury Down, and then drop down in that sort of col into the village of Compton Abbas. Well, part of it anyway. Now, got to carry on up this hill. Yeah, so anyway, like I say, the obligatory cup of coffee, and then I'm going to descend this hill down into the woods right in the valley below, and then eventually climb up to the other side, and we'll be going, I think it's pretty much that gap over there eventually. But yeah, we're going to walk along inside the woods, sort of do a bit of a horseshoe down there and then back up again. At the bottom now. As I say, I'm not sure how well this camera can portray how steep that hill is. All I can liken it to is, you know, the cheese rolling contest. It's something akin to that hill. Now coming up to the Blandford Road, the top road from Shaftesbury to Blandford. It's only a B road, but it's actually really quite a busy road. Considering we've had no rain now for, well, over a week, this path in places is still incredibly boggy. I've already gone up to my ankles once in sloopy mud. I don't really want to do it again. Well, I've just found a little tree stump to sit on, actually inside the woods, just to have a bite to eat, and rest my legs for a short while. I'm in an area called, I think it's Stony Bottom, something like that, just about shortly to come out of the woods and then head towards Ashmore village. The last couple of miles have not been a huge amount of fun. Been some pretty sights, but been an awful lot of mud as well. So I got one boot that's caked. Well, I managed to scrape most of it off now, but I did go up to my ankles in mud at one stage. Luckily, I think it's still waterproof, so my feet are still dry inside. But I don't want to do any more of that. Thank you very much. So yeah. Stop talking bollocks, please. Oh, thank goodness now back onto a proper track. We're heading towards Ashmore village. We won't actually go into the village, just onto the very periphery of it. That's the end of this track. As I say, it's gone quite cloudy now, but still relatively mild. Just coming into the outskirts of Ashmore. Not actually going to go into the village. Nice deep descent again. This could be interesting. I've got to cross this runway. This is Compton Abbas Airfield, which is quite a popular airfield. With lots of light aircraft taking off and landing here. They've got quite a good cafe at the end of the runway, so people like to come here. There's one coming into land now. This could take me quite some time. I can see 3 lined up in the sky at least, waiting to land. Busier than blinking Heathrow. That's one down. couple more coming in. I'm going to go for it. I hope after this last plane goes through that we don't get run over. Oh, safely across to the other side. Yeah, as I say, it's a popular little airfield, this one. It's a pity really, I would have gone to the cafe over there, but it's slightly off route, and I'm getting a bit tired and whatever now. I just want to get back, finish the walk. That's a big pair of pants. This is not the nicest path now, through long wet grass. Yummy. Ah, that's better. Nice bit of short grass and some friends as well. Hello, how are you? Oops, camera shy. So, just come to the end of the walk back to the car. Well, how did I feel about that walk? The first part was brilliant. Really enjoyed that. In fact, I might even come back with my big backpack and do some of that as a good training. Some of the nice steep hills, etc., were excellent training for the coast path. The middle bits in the woods, well, there's some lovely autumnal colours. The mud and squelch just made it real hard going. So yeah, I didn't particularly enjoy that bit. In the last little bit, coming across the airfield, apart from obviously having to dodge aircraft, that was alright again, albeit quite steep coming down. So yeah, just check my phone, see how far it was. So it was 11.5 miles. Anyway, yeah, so all in all, good walk. I'll have to edit that little bit out. Hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.